Sorry for being behind on this one. Family things, you know? Horrible news. This is horrible news.
Commissioner's going to make a statement. The medical staff's behind him, but they're not taking any questions. And then his team members will be behind, our team members, and the rest of the department will break. So we're about to start.
All right, so get ready. All right.
Can we move the mic in a little bit more?
Yeah.
Guys,
They can stand behind us, but I won't.
Or we can take it back out. Which would you prefer? We can take it back out? Take it back out? Okay. Cable good? Cable good? How about this?
Go over. Yeah, I don't want to mess up.
That's good?
So you ready? Come up here. Mark? Let's get up here. She went back. So y'all.
Everybody good?
All right. Good morning. Unfortunately, I stand here again today with bad news to report on the Chicago Fire Department. We lost a beloved member again this morning, doing what we do every day, going to emergencies, fighting fires, the things that put our lives in jeopardy every day. This happened around 6 a.m. It was at 2430 to 2432 North Lincoln. This was a 4-story ordinary constructed building with mixed occupancy, and it was actually occupied. Crews were on the scene working the fire. When our member was on the roof, they were opening up holes on the roof when our member actually fell through a light shaft. It was identified immediately that there was a light shaft on the roof, and immediately a mayday was called for our member. Companies went to work right away to locate our member. They located him right away, and they had to force a hole through a wall to bring him out. And they brought him out, CPR here to Illinois Masonic. Unfortunately, he didn't survive his injuries. Illinois Masonic, they did everything possibly that they could to help our member's outcome. It just didn't. He sustained significant injuries, and we are so very grateful to the Illinois Masonic team, to the doctors, and to all the team members who came and supported his family. Right now, his wife is here, and her parents, his mother is on her way here. A lot of his co-workers stand behind me, Engine 55 and Truck 44. We called him, his real name is Firefighter EMT Andrew Price. Everybody called him Drew. We knew him as Drew. We all knew Drew. Drew worked out. He was a health nut, loved by so many, and would be missed by all. We ask that you keep the Chicago Fire Department in your prayers, and his family especially, as they realize what so many other families have this year, that this job is a very, very, very dangerous job. And we go to work and we never know if we'll come home. So we just ask for everybody to continue to pray for us, pray for his family, and especially his co-workers behind me that still have to go back to work and do this job without their team members. So thank you. Oh, well, a really, really good friend of mine. I know Drew from working out. He was a workout nut. So an instructor at the academy, Daryl Johnson, who's a lieutenant, he texted right away to ask me, is that Drew? And I go, Andrew? He said, we call him Drew. I'm like, oh, Drew, that Drew. And just that kind of guy, a leader, a great firefighter. He got co-workers here. His chief is here, his captain, his lieutenant, all of them are here. They work with him side by side. So feel free to interview them after this if you want to talk about the man Drew on a personal level and not on a commissioner level for me to say who he is. But I know him by working out too.
On the commissioner level, this has been such an incredible part. How do you continue
Let me say this. We all love what we do, and we all know that when we go to work, it may be our last. We all realize that. But I think having my members behind me, my command staff, the members of the fire department with me, the hugs we share with each other, we work through our grief. We really do. Do we understand this? Of course, we don't understand this at all. I'm gonna tell you, I've shed a lot of tears today. This is really a good moment for me to talk, but I'm thankful to them for sharing their hugs with me. His family, his wife is just so grateful, of the support. That's who the fire department is. When times get rough, we hang together and we stick with one another.
And you were saying his chief was here.
Yeah. Is he back here? I can't see back there. Is this chief back there?
Mike. McCormack.
McCormick. Come on.
Very efficient.
Come on. Okay. It's Chief.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Battalion Chief Michael McCormick, 12th Battalion.
Apologies, Chief. You want to get a little bit more centered?
Sure, no
Let's
problem.
switch.
Okay. Good morning, my name is Michael McCormick. I'm Battalion Chief assigned to Battalion 12. I'll give you a brief synopsis. We got this still after 5:30 this morning. I don't know exactly how much after. We arrived on the scene. There was light smoke, barely any smoke, met by a 45-year-old female, presumably the caller. She indicated that there was a fire in the kitchen. Engine 55 arrived on the scene with truck 44. Truck 44 put a ladder to the roof to assist in vertical ventilation. Engine 55, along with truck 44, forced the front door. When the door was open, there was more smoke visible. The lady in the front of the building walked me around to the rear to show me there was a lot more smoke back there. The door was open. At that time, I informed my second engine, engine 22, to go to the rear of the alley, to proceed to the alley. They were not on the scene yet. They proceeded to the alley. There was a hydrant on Fullerton Avenue that they could make. Tower 10 arrived on the scene. They also assisted engine 22 in the rear. They also threw a banger, I believe, on the D side of the building, or the C side of the building, and primary searches were begun. Everybody got out of the building. The lines were advanced. Eventually the main body of fire was extinguished. There was still hot pockets that we were searching around when the tragedy happened. And Firefighter Andrew Price, we were notified of the mayday prior to that. And then we called for the mayday, gave us a Stillen box and a EMS Plan 1. Deployed the RIT team, requested Squad 1 to the front of the building to assist in the extrication. We had information that Firefighter Price had descended down a light shaft. When we first got eyes upon him, Firefighter Price was responsive. They had, RIT Lieutenant asked him if he could hear him to move his arm. He moved his arm. They were having a hard time getting to him. We had to breach a wall.
That's, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't want you to.
You'd like to tell us about
Personal.
Okay.
That's what we want.
He was a lovely man. He was as sweet as could be. He took extremely good care of himself and his family. He was extremely healthy. He was a light of sunshine. He never had a bad thing to say about anybody. Kind of quiet, a good family man. Everybody loved him. It really stings. He's like a big kid, real enthusiastic, just a wonderful young man. Kept himself in very good shape, great physical condition, just a great firefighter. Loved working with him. Everybody loved working with him.
how long was you with you at
Oh God, I can't. It's over 10 years. I can't remember exactly.
He came
I
on the
looked
fire
at-
department in 09, March of
Yeah.
09. So he's been with the department for a while.
Yeah.
That's
he was
good.
I'm sorry.
you have any children?
Yes.
So
Commissioner, do you have an age of firefighter?
it's 39. 39.
And apologies, were you able to spell out his name so that we know?
It's Andrew, Andrew. Last name is Price, Price. Right. And everybody affectionately calls him Drew. So we got to remember Drew. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do not buy solar panels if you live in New Jersey. Americans living in zip code
There it is. It's horrible. It's horrible, horrible altogether. My thoughts and prayers go out to Mr. Price, Mr. Andrew Price, 29 years old, lost his life trying to help. It's chilling, man. I had, chills. I got the chills. God bless him and his family. And God bless the Chicago Fire Department. They've lost apparently a decent amount of firefighters this year. It's very sad. Very sad to report on. That's it. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. God bless all the best.